Welcome fellow questers. I am the questing adept, which means I am not the expert, but I'm always questing to know more to share with you. In this video, I would like to provide a resource to anyone who's new to crypto, especially new to Cardano, or is just curious about what some of it means. I know from first-hand experience that the world of crypto can be confusing, complex, and fraught with scams. So, I'm hoping to shed some light on the shadows of crypto and discuss my favorite crypto, Cardano. I will do my best to organize the video in such a way that if you are already familiar with a subject or aren't interested in that part, you will be able to navigate to another section of the video. I will start by giving an overview of cryptocurrency in general, as I feel this is where confusion in most people begins. What is cryptocurrency anyway? Then I feel like in the name of diligence, I should briefly describe my take on how cryptocurrency has come to be what it is. Most of the video will be spent discussing Cardano. What is Cardano? How is it made different than other cryptocurrencies? How to purchase and use Cardano. My goal is to make this video a guide for beginners or for someone new to Cardano. In future videos on the subject, I would like to tackle subjects like Cardano's public ownership and constitution, Mithril and Hydra advancements, as well as the Boss cross-chain bridge. But for this video, I'm going to stick to the basics, and I would love to hear in the comments what subjects you're interested in for part 2 of the Quest of Cardano. What is cryptocurrency anyway? The definition of cryptocurrency by AI is a form of digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for secure transactions, control of new unit creation, and verification of asset transfers. Unlike traditional currencies, cryptocurrencies operate on decentralized networks based on blockchain technology. First, we should define some of the terms. Blockchain, a digital record of all transactions that uses cryptography to secure the system and coins. Decentralized, cryptocurrencies are not controlled by central authority like a bank or government. In my opinion, a simplified way to look at it is to think about each blockchain as a program with an open purpose that records everything about its own transactions, and the main difference between cryptocurrencies is how that programming is set up and what it's set up to do. Crypto's evolution. It all began with Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. Satoshi is not a real person, but an internet stage name for the anonymous and mysterious developer. We're not going to get into Satoshi's story in this video, but there's a lot to that talk. Bitcoin was the beginning of cryptocurrency and is still the flagship, the overall marker of the entire cryptocurrency industry. Bitcoin started the whole idea of a decentralized currency. It did so in revolutionary fashion. Originally becoming popular with internet addicts and programmers, Bitcoin soon became something to take note of when its worth skyrocketed. Bitcoin is a proof-of-work model, which means it validates transactions and adds new blocks, which rewards those with enough processing power, called Bitcoin miners. But aside from its store of value, limited supply of only 21 million coins to ever be available, and the concepts that Satoshi had started, it became clear that Bitcoin was limited in usefulness. Ethereum became the next step of usefulness for cryptocurrency, introducing the concept of smart contracts and decentralized applications, which we will cover later in this video. This allowed Ethereum's blockchain to be used for something other than just the store of value like Bitcoin, although it came with validation and congestion fees called gas fees. These gas fees are to compensate validators for computing efforts to execute smart contracts and transferring of funds. I'm not here to badmouth anyone, and I am not an expert, but in my opinion Ethereum faces issues with the high cost of gas fees, network congestion, staking issues, and innovative competition that can do what Ethereum does, but with unique advantages. Cardano emerged as a dynamic innovation on what had been built before it, combining the best aspects of its predecessors, as well as giving itself the room to build and grow sustainably. As I stated, I'm going to talk about Cardano for most of this video, so we'll talk about Cardano in more depth in just a moment. First, I want to talk briefly about exchanges. Exchanges. Exchanges are brokers that allow the exchange of fiat currencies to cryptocurrencies. There are quite a few options for cryptocurrency exchanges. I personally have only used 4 different exchanges in 2.5 years of dealing with crypto. I'll start with my experience, then list some other options for you to look into, in case you'd like alternatives. When I started in cryptocurrency, I signed up with Coinbase. I have no real complaints about Coinbase, reasonable fees relative to the competition, fast purchases, and relatively user-friendly. But in the world of crypto, especially over the last few years, you never know what may happen. So when a lawsuit was filed against Coinbase by the SEC, I thought it might be smart to look at another exchange. So I tried using Binance US for certain trades I was looking at and used stock exchanges for the major coins I wanted, since I already had accounts for stock trading. What I found was disappointing. On the stock exchange accounts, there wasn't much of a way to transfer my coins, so in a way I didn't truly own them. I also noticed that the market cost and the cost I was buying coins for on these exchanges varied a lot. I was already down money as soon as I purchased the coins, which made me believe I wasn't being treated fairly. As far as Binance, I found it difficult to navigate, and the way the site does transactions, it will commonly leave you with small fractions of coins remaining. The crypto lingo refers to this as dust. So I returned to Coinbase where my OCD was happier, and I felt like I knew what I was doing again. There are plenty of other options available though, like Crypto.com, Kraken, and many brokers have improved the way they handle crypto to attract investors to the industry. I would advise you to do some research on your own to decide what exchange would be best for you. Or I can do a video on the subject, if I get enough interest in it. One thing to remember, if possible, do not leave your coins on exchange. Get them into a wallet of some kind. This ensures that you keep ownership of your coins. We'll cover Cardano wallets later in the video, but if you're buying multiple types of coins, you will want multiple wallets. What is Cardano? Let's begin with the definition of Cardano, according to AI. Cardano is a blockchain platform that aims to enable secure, scalable, and sustainable decentralized applications. It is known for its scientific approach to blockchain development, using peer-reviewed academic research and a layered architecture to build its ecosystem. In my perception, Cardano is a lot of things. It is a proof-of-stake protocol, which unlike Bitcoin's proof-of-work protocol, is both energy efficient and user-friendly. It is a platform to build digital projects and businesses from. It is a technological pioneer, truly decentralized innovation. And I believe it is a method to making real progress in the world. Cardano was founded by Charles Hoskinson, CEO of Input Output Hong Kong, in 2017, originally only offered in Japan during its initial coin offering. Cardano was developed with the cooperation of IOHK, the Cardano Foundation, and Emergo. Cardano is built using a two-layer architecture. A settlement layer, used to settle transactions in ADA, Cardano's native cryptocurrency, and a computational layer to manage smart contracts and Dapp development. Cardano is programmed using Haskell. Haskell is a purely functional programming language, which without getting too technical, means it's very mathematical and safeguarded. Haskell is one of the most difficult programming languages to learn and program with. So, from the very beginning, Cardano has always used what is the most solid technology for future development, no matter the difficulty. Like Ethereum, Cardano also uses smart contracts. Smart contracts are a self-executing program stored on a blockchain that automatically enforces agreements between parties once predefined conditions are met. Built with Haskell, Cardano's smart contracts are very secure and once launched on the blockchain cannot be altered and are completely transparent information. Okay, that's enough technical. Let's have a look at what you can do with and how you can earn with Cardano. Wallets. The first thing we must talk about is wallets. No, not the one you may carry in your pocket. Crypto wallets are a digital tool used to store, manage, and interact with cryptocurrency. Crypto wallets do not actually store the cryptocurrency itself, but it holds the private keys required to access the assets. Basically, wallets are like the dashboard on your bank's website. There are many kinds of wallets with different accessibilities, Dapp access, security versus accessibility, and user-friendly formats. I have used many different wallets and have seen how some wallets would fit different kinds of people and interests in crypto. Some suggestions and quick pros and cons by my experience with wallets. Eternl wallet is great, with almost all of the features you would want, and it works well on both mobile and PC. The downside to Eternl is that it can be a little confusing for someone new to crypto. Eternl is my favorite wallet to use now, but I started by using a Yoroi wallet. Yoroi wallet is a much simpler wallet, great for the beginner. Yoroi has incorporated token exchange functionality and other features they weren't using when I was actively using it. Yoroi works well on mobile or PC. Another nice simple wallet for beginners is a Jero wallet. Very simple, easy to use. Lace Wallet is a wonderful project that is built by IOG, the company that helped develop the Cardano blockchain. Lace is very user-friendly, lightweight, efficient, and is always developing to have the latest access and features. The main downside for me is no mobile access, at least at the time of this video. Ledger Wallet is different. Unlike the wallets I mentioned, Ledger is a hardware wallet that locks your ADA into an offline piece of hardware. This is the ultimate in security for your Cardano, but doesn't hold native tokens or NFTs, as far as I know, and doesn't allow Dapp access. These are the main wallets I have experience with, but there are many other options like Nami, Deadless, and new ones being built all the time. One word of caution I would give: avoid depending on so-called wallets on exchanges and brokers. Make no mistake, if you don't own the keys, you don't own the wallet. I suppose that brings me to a very good point. When you create your wallet, you will be given a seed phrase. A seed phrase, or key phrase, is a series of random words, usually 16 to 24 words, depending on the wallet used. This is your ultimate ownership of this wallet, and the only way to access the wallet from another device if you replace your phone or computer. You will also be asked to create a spending password. This is only for sending assets and will not help with account recovery. So, you should have multiple copies of your seed phrase to make sure it never gets lost. Now I'm going to go over some basic functions of a Cardano wallet. I will be referencing the Eternl wallet, as it is perhaps one of the most complex and possibly confusing wallet setups because there is so much you can do with it. Most wallets will have a general dashboard page where most of the functions of the wallet are accessible. On Eternl you can find most functions at the top of the page. Under the Account tab you will see a summary of your wallet, rewards, any locked amount you may have, and usually a button to mint an ADA handle, a useful tool to have in your wallet. Under the Transactions tab is a record of the actual blockchain transactions and access tabs for them if you would like to look at the block that it took place in. The Send tab is used for sending ADA or other Cardano assets to other wallets or exchanges. The Swap tab, if present, is a way to swap ADA for native tokens on the wallet. This tends to be a slower way than just using a DEX directly. I will discuss native tokens and DEXs later in the video. The Receive tab will most likely be the first one you use. This is how you will get your ADA from exchange to your wallet. Under the Receive tab, there will be a long series of numbers and letters that usually start with ADDR. There should also be a Share button or a Copy button. Copy the address, then go to the exchange that holds your ADA, find the option to send your crypto. In this section you should find a place to paste the copied address. Then you just set the amount to send. I would suggest a small amount, just to make sure everything is working right. Then once that amount is shown in your wallet, you should be ready to send the rest. Once the ADA is in your wallet, it is finally yours and ready to swap for native tokens or NFTs, stake, use as voting power, or just be a secure place to hold your investment. The Eternl wallet has tabs for staking, voting, wallet settings, a button to directly connect with dApps, and a button to buy ADA on the wallet. I've never bought ADA using this option. Attempt at your own caution. You may not find all these options on other wallets. If you want to have access to dApps and voting with other wallets, you will have to access these sites independently and connect your wallet once there. If you are using Eternl and want to gain access to dApps and DEXs, just click the button near the top that looks like an unplugged plugin. It should turn green and look plugged in. Then at the very top you will see another plug symbol combined with a global web symbol also turn green. Click this icon. This will take you to a Connect Account tab. In case you have multiple wallets, you can choose which to connect with. Otherwise, it will default to your only wallet. Click the dApps button. Here you will find many decentralized applications for various activities on the blockchain. I don't have any experience with lending and borrowing, also called decentralized finance or DeFi. I mostly use MinSwap for swapping ADA for native tokens, as it is the biggest decentralized exchange, or DEX. Sometimes, however, MinSwap may not carry the token I want, so I have used Wing Riders or MuslaSwap on occasions. DX Hunter and SteelSwap are aggregators that will help you trade on the best DEX for the token you're looking to trade, so they are also useful. Eternl's internal swap uses DEX Hunter, which is convenient for most swaps. This all can seem like a lot to take in, but once you can get used to it, all the options actually give you greater control of your assets for different needs. To go back, just click the Wallet button on the left side of the page, then make sure to disconnect your wallet, by clicking the green plug icon again. This should cover the basics of how to use your wallet. There is plenty of nuances that I didn't cover, and if you're using a wallet other than Eternl, you will want to familiarize yourself with how that wallet works. As I said, I covered Eternl in this video because it has the most functions and seems to confuse people easier, but also has the best features. I will reference back to wallets as I talk about staking, native tokens, NFTs, DEXs, and DApps. Staking. All blockchains need to have a way to validate transactions and create new blocks of information. The way Bitcoin does this is through a proof-of-work concept, which uses massive amounts of computing power and can have huge costs associated with powering those computers. Cardano instead uses a proof-of-stake protocol where ADA holders delegate their coins to a stake pool without transferring ownership of their funds to help the blockchain to secure the network, validate transactions, and create new blocks of information. The ADA holder then receives rewards for helping the system function. Every epoch, which is a 5-day period, rewards are paid out for the stake you had 15 days prior. It's always a 15 days trailing time frame, so after you stake your ADA, it will be 15 days until you see your first rewards. Generally, you can look for 2 to 4% rewards depending on the stake pool you choose to stake with. Which leads us to the next step, which is choosing a stake pool to stake your ADA. There is a vast number of stake pools available, with different states of being, different goals, and different risks or returns. Stake pools can reward ADA, some can reward other native tokens, some are set up to be more charitable organizations than coin generators, and some are only available for limited times. There's a free app called Pool Tool that can help you sort through the ins and outs of choosing a stake pool. Once you download the app, you'll want to set up filters. The 4 main factors to consider, if you are mainly looking for the best return from a stake pool, are ROS or rate on stake, how many blocks the pool produces, the fee amount, and whether the pool is oversaturated or not. This sounds complicated, but mainly I concentrate on the ROS, is at least double the fee percentage, and I consider the blocks and saturation enough to make sure it's still an active and profitable pool. If you are looking to give charitable contributions or are looking to get into a pool that has special rewards, these factors I discussed probably won't affect these kinds of pools. Once you have chosen the pool that you would like to stake your ADA with, just go back into your wallet and locate the staking tab or button depending on the wallet you're using. Search for the stake pool you want. Then the wallet should have you enter your spending password and pay a small transaction fee, usually about 0.18 ADA, to finish the staking process. Then in 15 days and every 5 days after, you will automatically collect your gains. And the great thing about Cardano's staking protocol is that you still have full custody of your ADA. It can still be traded, moved around, added to. It's your coins and earning your rewards. 3 epochs ago, or 15 days ago, will be the point your rewards are paid from. So whatever you do in the meantime is up to you and will affect your rewards in future epochs. This is really a great option to generate more ADA over time, and the only risk is not getting the best rewards possible. The worst that could happen is your pool retires, and you don't get rewards until you stake with another pool. You have the option to switch stake pools anytime, and some wallets allow you to split your stake to more than one pool. Once again, I feel like a whole video could be made just about staking and stake pools, but hopefully I've given enough information to get you started. Cardano Native Tokens. Native tokens are defined as assets that are natively supported by the blockchain, allowing users to create and manage tokens. Native tokens can represent a variety of use cases. They can be used for decentralized finance or DeFi like Fluid Token or Optim, powering lending and borrowing of ADA and other native assets. Native tokens can represent tokenized economies like World Mobile Token or NMKR. They can represent value holders and payment systems like the digital gold ecosystem, which includes 3 tokens for value, rewards, and governance. There are many more functions and services that native tokens are used for, including gaming rewards like our token minting soon for Quest Adventure, or social sites, meme coins, launchpads, marketplaces, insurance, and even gambling. But we could make a whole video on just different native tokens available on the Cardano blockchain. Maybe you have a good idea to make your own native token on Cardano. Come build with us. Native tokens hold a value in relation to the value of ADA. Some are worth more than an ADA coin, and some are worth much less. Just like any crypto, the value of native tokens changes as it's traded and as the project becomes more successful. You can swap ADA for native tokens using DEXs, decentralized exchanges, which I will touch on soon. If you believe in one of Cardano's native projects, swapping ADA coins to native coins can be another way to increase your ADA portfolio. Once again, this is not financial advice. NFTs. An NFT, or non-fungible token, is defined as a unique digital asset stored on a blockchain that represents ownership of a specific item or piece of content, such as art, music, videos, in-game items, or even physical assets. The main difference between native tokens and NFTs is that each NFT is unique and cannot be substituted by another token of the same kind. They are like a collectible that has its own unique ID, like a certain mint coin or a specific sports card. NFTs are often used as an art medium, but as technology advances more, utility uses for NFTs have become more popular. Utility uses could be proof of ownership, access to project benefits like rewards or VIP status, in-game items or advantages, or to verify certificates of achievement. The other main difference between a native token and an NFT is when trading or selling. It is still treated as a unique token and must be bought and sold on a marketplace, not on an exchange, so each price is set for each NFT, like a consignment. NFTs have already been revolutionary for art, music, and as collectibles, but the future of NFTs is even more exciting with real functionality and utility. My favorite place to shop for and sell my NFTs is JPG Store, a Dapp on Cardano, but the best way to obtain an NFT is to mint them. When a project first launches their NFTs, it's done through a mint. Generally, you can find links to the mint through websites or social media, and pay less for a minted NFT than you will on a marketplace later. But as with all things, make sure to do some research to make an informed purchase before spending any of your precious ADA. DEXs and DApps. A DEX, or decentralized exchange, works within the blockchain to swap ADA for another native token or stablecoin. There are many DEXs, aggregators, and DX Plus aggregators to choose from. As I stated earlier, MinSwap is the largest on Cardano, but if you get into swapping native tokens, there are advantages to using other services as well. Aggregators, like Dex Hunter, are used to find the best price for the native tokens you want. As far as I know, they use oracles or algorithms to find the best swap. Something that should be mentioned here is TapTools. TapTools is a great project for monitoring native tokens and NFTs. I use TapTools all the time for prices, new tokens, confirming information, and to monitor my own token portfolio. Once again, I could probably do a whole video on TapTools. I'm pretty sure I haven't even explored all the features available on this site. DEXs can be accessed through their own websites or DApps, through some wallets, and through TapTools itself if you're on PC. As always, use caution and double-check that you're using the right sites or DApps before executing swaps. If you have any doubts that you are not swapping the correct token, you can confirm by looking for the token's policy ID. The best way to find a token's policy ID is through a site called Cardano Scan. Any token on TapTools should have a link to Cardano Scan on the Token Information tab. It kind of looks like a flaming C. Once you locate the policy ID, just copy this and paste into a search bar in the DX, and you will come up with the token you want to swap, and not an imposter. A DApp, or decentralized application, is in most respects a website for a purpose on blockchain. I've talked about several DApps like JPG Store, NMKR, Optim, and Dex Hunter. The uses of DApps range a great deal in scope and use. One of the best places to learn about Cardano projects is Cardano Spot's project library, or Cardano Cube's ecosystem map. I've covered a lot of information and subjects to do with Cardano, but I haven't even touched some subjects like the open-source public ownership of Cardano, the Voltaire era, the first crypto constitution recently composed for Cardano, Cardano's treasury, catalyst voting, DREPs, and the bright future of Cardano setting up to be the blockchain of blockchains with new advancements like Mithril Efficiency Protocol, Hydra Scalability, and the huge breakthrough of the Boss multi-chain bridge. Not to mention, there are many subjects I only briefly touched on here that I would love to include in a future video. I have learned a few things making this video, and I hope you picked up a few nuggets yourself. I have a deep interest in Cardano and have great hopes for its future. If you want more information and conversations about Cardano, I would of course recommend YouTube videos by the founder Charles Hoskinson. My favorites are Why We Fight, Bitcoin is Digital Gold, and the 5 Pillars of the 21st Century. I would also suggest Army of Spies YouTube channel, He does content on Cardano infrastructure, legal struggles, opinions, and politics. He also does some alien and UAP content. I am not endorsing or being paid anything by any of the projects, companies, websites, channels, or any other entity mentioned in the video. This has just been my experiences and opinions, not to be taken as expert advice in any way. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like and a subscription. It would be greatly appreciated. Until the next quest finds us, this is the Questing Adept, signing off.